It's week 2 of the...
Set now to kick this one away, and off it goes. Oh, good return up past the 30. And able to return this one all the way out to the other side of the field across the 50. And now it looks like he's in some discomfort after being tackled at the end of that return. Well, you hate to see this before the regular season even begins. And we'll take a break and come back. More preseason action in a moment. Now they're going to get about 3 here out of this first down run, and that'll bring up 2nd and 7.
Not a big run on the first play of the drive, but that doesn't necessarily mean it was a bad play. Sometimes you...
And holding it may be the wrong decision as he stopped in the backfield. And not a lot of success to be found there.
Oh, you got that right, partner, because if you're trying to make guys miss about 10 yards or so downfield, that's a pretty good play. But if you've got to do it in your own backfield, I consider that a problem. That doesn't work too well.
Now throwing on 3rd down there, but he cannot connect.
Oh, that's going to hurt a bit because they needed to come through with a completion there. Now a drive that started with great field position is facing 4th down.
So they're forced to punt on 4th as this one's away. And this will carry out of bounds. Where are they going to spot it now? At about the 18-yard line, it looks like. So out comes this offense to take over for the first time. And they'll be let out by their quarterback now in his 3rd season in the league.
I tell you what, when he's on schedule for that week, secondaries take notice because you've got to stay alert back there on every snap. A truly powerful arm, one that's capable of challenging any level of the defense on any given play. That's why so many scouts preach arm talent when preparing for the NFL draft. A quarterback with arm strength to make every throw in the book, he's an asset to have in any offense.
Here's 2nd and 4 from the 24.
At the 24-yard line.
Up the middle they go. Clemens. And tackled down after a gain of 3. Leaves him with 1 yard to go on 3rd down. Now, during that run, an injury here. We got one of those big blockers in some discomfort. Well, injury's never good, especially here in the preseason. Hopefully nothing serious. They'll take a look at him, and we'll step aside for a moment. On 3rd and short, they'll try an option left. And he gets it to the 34. Good enough for the first.
Holding offense.
3rd down and 6. So that time they get the tight end on the hold.
Normally he's a pretty good run blocker, but this time he just didn't get his arms extended and let go quickly enough. The flag came out as a result.
And he takes us beyond the 35 before going out of bounds. 15 yards through the air and a first down.
Well, a lot of times when you get a manageable 3rd down situation like this, you have to think about your tight end, and he comes through for him, picking up the first down.
So here's a 1st and 10 at the 38. He'll look to throw. And this winds up a gain of 4 to the 41.
I don't care what sport you're playing. Everyone likes to build up a little momentum, don't they? And look at this, back-to-back completions to the big target at tight end.
That one not as profitable as the other, but still a decent game. Here's a ball thrown right side and complete. And he's able to get this one down to the 40-yard line. That one good for a first down pickup of 18 yards. On 1st down, Clemens. Oh, that one well designed as he'll take this down to the 30-yard line. 10 more there and another first down. So back-to-back big runs, picking apart this defense on the opening drive.
I thought this was a passing league. I thought this was the era we were in where the ball was always in the air, right?
They didn't get the memo.
They didn't get the memo, and I know this to be true. Offensive linemen still, to this day, they want to run the football. They want to fire out and hit people across the line of scrimmage, and they're clearing space.
And he remains perfect on this opening drive. Charles now 5 of 5 and another first down to work with.
He's like one of those great shooters in basketball that has his rhythm, has his confidence, and he doesn't think anything is going to miss right now. As far as he's concerned, he's going to be perfect the entire game, and who's to say that it won't happen the way he's throwing it right now.
Now here's a pass on first down that's knocked away and incomplete. On second down, Clemens. And stopped a few yards shy of the goal line at the 3. A solid pickup of 13 sets him up first and goal. You were telling me this yesterday. This is exactly what they want to do on the opening drive, establish the ground game.
Yeah, remember our conversation? We were talking about what one of the GMs in the league has told me. Repeat, line up, get leverage, knock people back, and establish the run early.
Leads to second and goal at the 3-yard line.
They'll try to run this one in. And he is going to be stopped cold behind the line of scrimmage. It'll be a loss of a couple on the play, so now third down coming up.
Not only was that a terrific play, but that loss of yardage they created this close to their own goal line, that gives them a little breathing room now as they move them back.
And they're breathing fire a little bit right now, aren't they?
A lot of confidence being shown by them at this point of the game.
Forced out to his left. And he'll take it into the end zone for a touchdown. A 5-yard touchdown run. And the Sentinels put the Knights' first points on the board as they take the early lead.
Now everyone can understand where your escape hatches are as a quarterback. Here he's looking, but he knows he doesn't want to force anything. So when nothing avails itself, he slips past the rushers, takes it right up the middle, and takes it into the end zone.
Point after here coming up. And it's good to make it 7-0. That one in the books as a 12-play drive. And it's finished off with a 5-yard touchdown run. This fielded right at the goal line. And a nice return sets him up pretty good here right at the 30-yard line. Back onto the field comes this offense, ready for their second drive. And the first drive, 3 and out. Second possession, see if they can get a little momentum.
And oftentimes that first drive is just a feeling out process. You have some plays that you've got called and you want to see how defense reacts. It may not go terrific on the first one. Now they're ready to go. They've kind of got to look at them, got a sense. Let's see if they open things up a little bit.
See if they open things up. Let's see what the defense does here, too, after a good stop. And down he goes, but he takes it up to the 40.
Illegal block in the back. Offense.
Officially nothing on that last run. They'll try again, 2nd and 10. Now they'll run on the ball. Absolutely nobody fooled there. He's going nowhere fast as he's stopped behind the line of scrimmage. It'll go as a loss of a yard, so now they deal with 3rd and 11. They're backed up here. Tough spot, needing 11 yards to pick up the first. He's going to loft one deep left side here. That's caught inside the 20. It's a big play there on 3rd down. And even 60 yards.
Well, partner, I'm not sure how this drive's going to end, but how about the way they flip field position there? A nice attacking play that picked up a heck of a chunk of yardage.
A real field flipper there as all of a sudden they've got a first down in the red zone. Operating from the gun, Covington. Over the middle, complete. It's Garcia. And he's tackled a yard short of the marker. Good gain of 9 on first down. 2nd and 1 from the 2. Back to throw. Covington. And this throw a bit late as he couldn't reach back for it. You know, during these preseason games, we're in week 2 right now. It's always funny looking at our spot charts up here in the booth because with all the guys that might play in this one, it seems to get bigger and bigger each. Touchdown! A 2-yard touchdown grab. And the Lumberjacks are an extra point away from evening this one up. Well, it was 3rd and 1. I was expecting run, so much for that. They pass it, they score it.
That had the feel of the head coach telling the offensive coordinator, you've got 4 downs here. We're going to go for it on 4th down unless there's a disaster on 3rd. Go ahead and take a shot if you want to. And he gratefully accepted the opportunity and did exactly that. If they didn't get it there, that had the feel that they would come back and try it on 4th down.
Point after, right down the middle. And we are tied at 7. A drive that time of 6 plays. So all even at 7 now as they kick it away. And he won't quite make it to the 25. Back onto the field comes this offense, ready for their second drive. And they'll be looking to build off of a nice drive last time, a drive that really relied on the quarterback.
Making good decisions, distributing the ball well, distributing it accurately, keeping it away from danger. A really nicely run drive.
But now the defense, what adjustments do they need to make in the passing game?
Pass rush, pass rush, pass rush. Whether it's the guys up front or maybe you bring additional guys, but you've got to disrupt the timing of them throwing the ball.
We'll see if they can disrupt it here. And he'll get this up past the 25 before he's out of bounds. Here's 3rd and 6.
Brings up 3rd and 6.
They'll look to throw here. Now they go screen. It's complete. And he'll be taken down, but he does have first down yardage. They get 9 out of that one, and as a result, the drive continues.
I'm not sure that was necessarily a safety valve or a check down throw on 3rd down. Sometimes just try and find the open guy and get him the ball. He did exactly that and found a way to pick up a first down.
So from the 36 now, 1st and 10. He'll look to throw. Throwing left side here, and it's complete. 7-7, our score after 1. Second quarter now, San Antonio in possession as they are looking at a 2nd and 5 situation. Again, he'll drop to throw. He finds his man complete. That's Shaw. And he takes this one down almost all the way to the 30. That one good for 26 and a first down.
1st and 10 at the 32-yard line.
Now a handoff up the middle. Clemens, and nothing much materializing there on the first down run. He'll get a couple, and that's it. Ball on the 30 now. Here's a 2nd and 8. They'll keep it on the ground. Clemens, and he stopped right at the 25 after a gain of 5.
He had to fight for every yard on that run. Shook himself free of a tackle and kept fighting, even with the rest of the defense closing in.
It's a 9-yard gain, and it keeps the drive moving. Well, they've had a great, impressive drive going here, and that pickup ensures the drive continues.
And not only do you continue the drive, which is demoralizing for the guys on the defense side of the ball right now, but you make your own defense happy. They're able to get a little more rest over on the sidelines while this one continues downfield.
They'll run on first down. Clemens, and he's brought down just outside of the 10 at the 11. Gets a pickup of 4, and it'll bring up 2nd down.
2nd and 6.
They'll try the left side. Clemens. And he'll be brought down here at the 3-yard line. 44 yards on the ground for him now on 9 carries.
Some good strong running right there. Some power and some explosiveness just about got him into the end zone.
They'll try and run for it on 1st and goal. And he's going to get this back to the 3-yard line and no further. They'll say no gain on the play, and it'll be 2nd and goal.
Leads to 2nd and goal at the 3-yard line.
Now they'll switch it up here and look to throw. And it's caught. Touchdown. From 3 yards out. And his guys have taken the lead.
This is where, as a tight end, you've got to really sell that this is a run. They're going to fake the give, hope the linebackers bite, and here they do just enough. That split second, that's all it takes for that tight end to leak out into the end zone. Touchdown.
Point after try forthcoming. And he's got it. It's now a 14-7 ball game. So that drive, 12 plays in length. And makes it across the 20 as his guys will set up shop at the 23-yard line. Well, the Vancouver offense ready for their next drive. As this offense comes back out here, Charles, they're trailing in this ball game. And they've been on the sideline for a while. They did score their last time out, but they just had to watch that long, sustained drive. So we'll see if they can shake the rust off.
Yeah, and that's always a question that you have when you have to come off the bench after having sat there for a long time. Are you ready to go? Are you loosened up? But even more so, are you mentally alert and ready to put your best product out there?
From the 29, here's 2nd and 5. Looking to throw. Covington. Got an open man. It's Burnett. A big play there. 41 yards.
The timing was absolutely true as he caught it working across the field. Plenty of space for him to roam, but notice how he keeps his head on a swivel looking for defenders who may crop up out of nowhere. That turned into a big play.
So the big play has him all the way down to the 30 now for 1st and 10. Back to throw. Covington. He's going to leave this for his running back. It's complete. He'll be dropped at the 25 after a gain of 6. This 2nd and 4. Looking to throw. Covington. His throw incomplete. As we thought they might do here in week 2 of the preseason, they've left their starting quarterback out there for this 2nd quarter. I would imagine we will not see him after halftime.
Yeah, this is the time of year you've got to get your backup some reps and make sure you protect your starting quarterback.
And now the 3rd down throw incomplete as well.
So now here in the 2nd week of the preseason, you'd expect the starters to play a little bit more than they did in week 1, but not a whole lot.
So if you're an offensive coordinator, what are you looking for?
What you're looking for is things getting cleaned up as you go along because most of your playbook's probably installed. How well are they handling it? Easy in and out of the huddle? No mental mistakes? Or are they starting to look like a good offensive football team?
So they're able to end that drive with 3 points in this one-possession ball game.
And ideally, you want to end every drive with points. Most quarterbacks would tell you, let's end it with a kick, right? A PAT, that's number 1. Field goal you'll take. Punts, you really don't want to do that. In this case, they'll take the field goal and get prepared for the rest of the game.
Their quarterback in this offense heading back out to the field. He had the short touchdown pass on their previous drive, and they'll begin again here on 1st and 10. They'll start this drive out on the ground. And the result here, a pickup of 8. Leaves them with 2 to go on 2nd down.
What a way to start a drive. An excellent run, a tone setter, and now, if you want to take a shot on 2nd down and go play action and make it look like the same exact play and throw it over the top, you can do so because you've established the run in a big way.
The offense on 3rd down tonight, a perfect 4 for 4 thus far. They're up against a 3rd and 1 situation. And they get him down, but not before he takes it across the 40-yard line. 63 yards for him on the ground so far tonight as he has been terrific in this first half. Back to throw now on 1st down. And he fires one incomplete.
I see the surprise in your face there, partner. That is a rare incompletion from him. He's been on point this entire game.
He has percentage completion-wise way up. Not that time. And 2nd and 10, he'll look to throw again. And that falls to the ground, incomplete. A nice job of bodying him up defensively. And now it brings up 3rd down. From the shotgun, he'll look to throw. And he comes back with one complete. And he'll take this to the other side of midfield before going out of bounds. His first catch of the game, good for 11 and a 1st down.
But certainly as a fan, you get a little bit nervous when you see him make those kind of throws. But they work on that in practice more than we know. And most of them now know their limits and know what they can get away with. And there's a completion right there.
The throw over the middle, taken in, and brought down, but able to get it to their 30-yard line. Another big hitter there, this one good for 18.
Good strong throw and catch right there. And so far in this game, the alleys have been open for them to get completions, and they're taking advantage of it.
They run the option here on 1st and 10. And just good downhill running there as he'll take this to the 15-yard line. Another strong gain on the last 2 plays. They've moved it a combined 33 yards. Line of scrimmage, the 15. It's 1st and 10. Now back to throw. Now they set up the screen. That's complete. And he's going to be brought down just shy of the 5 at the 6. And that's good for a pickup of 10 yards. And they'll be left with a second and about a foot.
At the 6-yard line.
They'll set up to throw. And it's caught. Touchdown. From 6 yards away. And the Sentinels are able to widen their advantage. So, Charles, that's 3 touchdowns on 3 drives, and it's just been an offensive barrage so far.
Great word, partner, using barrage right there. I'm going to add another word if you don't mind. How about perfection? No surprise that they're leading right now. Absolute dominance throughout this ball game, and no signs of slowing down.
Now they'll line up to kick the extra point. It's good, and it's 21-10. A 10-play drive that time.
21. Lumberjacks 10.
And no chance to get away as they'll get him down at about the 17-yard line. The Vancouver offense ready for their next drive. And Charles, we'll see what they can do here. Not a ton of time left, but enough certainly to get points out of this drive, and they need them right now because they're trailing.
Yeah, and this is exactly why you practice a 2-minute drill all through camp and at least one practice each week before a game. A minute left, more than enough time to string a few completions together, reach the end zone, and then make that walk back to the locker room just a little more animated.
He'll try again with the arm here on 2nd down. Throw left side complete. That's Kelly. And he's got it past the 30 before he's hit and dropped. On 1st and 10, Covington. Now he'll dump it underneath to his running back, complete. Now the offense going to use the first of their timeouts as the clock shows 50 seconds to play here in half number 1. Under a heavy rush, and down he goes. They're going to need to get up and set in a hurry. Looking to throw on 2nd down. Covington. Now he'll dump it underneath to his running back, complete. Now another timeout called for by the offense. So that means they're down to 1 remaining here as we head toward halftime. Now a 3rd down throw, but it misses the target, incomplete.
How about the coverage we just saw break out on 3rd down? Dime defense, blanketed the field with extra defensive backs and speed, unable to find an open hole to complete that pass.
Now on 4th down, on is the punt team sending this one away. And that one hits at the 7, but bounds into the end zone, and that'll be a touchback. The offense now at the line, ready for their next drive. And they're just going to run it here up the middle. And he'll just push his way forward for a few as the clock will run. 2 yards on the pickup there. It'll be 2nd and 8. So we have reached halftime here in an 11-point contest. As we send you on over to Orlando for Jonathan Coachman in our EA Sports Halftime Report. Take it away, Coach.
Okay, Brandon, thank you very much. We'll get back to you and Charles in just a minute. Week 2 of the preseason is upon us. Each team now with just one more game after this one, and then we will get it all started as we normally do on the first Thursday after Labor Day.
This taken in at the goal line. And he returns this to the 22. This offense ready to go to begin this 3rd quarter. Charles, for them, pretty good first half on the ground. They had some success running the ball in quarters 1 and 2, and they've got the lead. Now a chance to expand upon that lead here with their first drive in the third quarter.
Yeah, and believe it or not, you and I have noticed that this great game of football has shifted towards pass first, run second. So for me, it's really nice to see some of these teams keeping the ground game as a big component of their offense, and it's working pretty well for them now. And let's face it, they can continue to do damage with it. And in addition, it sets up the pass game really well for them, too.
And they'll get it up just short of the 45 at the 44. Give them 14 on that one and a first down. And now a first chance for the backup here to throw. Can't get away, and he's taken down. The sack recorded. It's a loss of 5, and now it's second down.
He found his way into the backfield, and he simply would not be denied.
Well, they say that life's all about opportunities, and that holds true when you're playing defense as well. How about him seeing that chance, making the most of it, did a great job of wrapping him up and bringing him down.
Give him 32 on the play.
Another big play right there. This is where, as an offense, you can really put the hammer down. You've got a double-digit lead, but those other guys, they've been hanging around. A touchdown here could put this game out of reach, and that's a strong step towards getting it done.
So now then, the big play has them all the way inside the 30 now, 1st and 10. Now a give, right side. Huff. 5 yards is the tally on first down. That brings up 2nd and 5.
And that's exactly what you want on a first down run. Pick up 5 yards, bring up 2nd and 5. The defensive line, though, they've got to figure out a way to out-leverage the guys up front because the offensive line is winning at the point of attack.
And a short gain here down to the 22. Only a yard there on the keeper, and that's going to leave them with a 3rd down.
Coming up here looking for 3 yards to pick up the first.
On 3rd and short, they'll try and pick it up through the air. And he'll be taken down, but he does have first down yardage. 7 yards there, good enough to move the sticks.
Line of scrimmage, the 15. It's 1st and 10.
They'll drop to throw.
Oh, he tries to force it in, and it's intercepted.
And a big turnover there as his guys will get the football back. So it was a drive that had real promise here to begin the 3rd quarter, but ultimately derailed by the INT.
And that was the position you wanted to be in, coming out to start this 3rd quarter, get a nice drive going, looking for the end zone. Possibly got a little bit too greedy right there.
Now we take a glance at the offense as they work their way back out for their first possession of the second half.
They got the ball now following a big play, keeping the other guys out of the end zone. Now they'll start deep in their own territory, 1st and 10.
And a good physical run that time. He's going to wind up gaining 5 on that one.
2nd and 5.
Brings up 2nd and 5.
They'll keep it on the ground. Coffee. And he's dropped just before the line to gain. 4-yard pickup leaves him with 3rd and 1. This offense in desperate need of a conversion as they come up on 3rd down.
Get in by his big tight end.
And brought down, but not before they're able to get it up to the 25. They only needed 1 yard on 3rd down. They get 10 instead by going to the air. On 1st down, Coffee.
And not a whole lot there, maybe a yard to the 27.
Yeah, things were pretty stacked up there in the middle of the line. A lot of bodies, not much space. I think ultimately he was fortunate to get anything out of that run.
And he's going to lose yards. They take him down at the 26. It's a loss of a yard, so it's back to 3rd and 10.
Right where this set of downs started, they need a full 10 here to pick up the first down and move the chains.
Down the throw on 3rd down, knocked away and incomplete.
Certainly looked like someone was very confident in his ability to fit that one in. I would say he was overconfident because there wasn't a whole lot of separation there. Had that one covered pretty well downfield and knocked it away.
On 4th down, the punt team is on as this is sent away. That's taken on the 25. Dancing away at the 35. It's a 47-yard punt, but they did give up 10 on the return. And out will come the offense as they take over.
Now this offense back out and set to go for their next drive. A big mistake last time they were on the field, tossing that interception inside the red zone and really taking away what had been a pretty successful drive up to that point.
Yeah, and I don't think there's any question about it. As they head out on the field for this drive, that whole offensive unit is just thinking redemption. You know, they moved it really well, didn't pay it off. This time, they want to make sure that ball ends up in the end zone, and they're the ones possessing it.
And he'll push forward to the 37, gain of 2.
Well, that's a good start to this drive on the defensive side of the ball.
Force the incompletion on first down. Then you're able to shut down the running play on second.
Yeah, I wouldn't be surprised now. A little bit of pressure.
In trouble, and he's taken down. The defense rising to the challenge and setting him back on the sack.
Okay, I'm not sure you could actually draw a better pass rush than that one right there. Nowhere to go outside. He had to keep backing up and backing up and backing up. Eventually dropped for a huge loss.
And on now is the punter. And the way this offense has moved the ball, he hasn't been needed till here in the third. Just a yard return there after a punt of 49.
And it will be 1st and 10 as they take over. The Vancouver offense out and about set for another series. The last series for them, a little disappointing, forced to punt. And now they'll try to do better here and come away with some points as they begin this drive. 1st and 10.
And not much to speak of. Call it a 1-yard gain up to the 26.
I think if they want to start getting back into this game, it behooves them to get better on first down.
Yeah, certainly not what they were looking for there out of the opening play of this drive. Blitz coming, and down he goes. It'll go in the books as a 7-yard loss on the sack, and it's 3rd down. Back to throw. Ford. Under pressure, and they got to him again. Looks like a 9-yard loss, and it also brings up 4th.
Well, this is what happens when you get behind the chains, as people like to say. When you have obvious passing situations, hard to vary it up and fool a defense.
And you hate those situations if you're an O-lineman, right?
Oh, without a doubt, because you just know they're coming, and you never know exactly how. They can be exotic in their blitzes, or their athletic ability just takes over.
And they bring their punter out there now as the drive goes backwards, so he's on to punt it away. Now a fair catch called for and made right on the 45-yard line. A 40-yard punt, no return.
And they will take over 1st and 10. Back out comes San Antonio.
This crew had to punt last time they had the ball, but when you've got a lead like this, you content to play the field position game?
You are to an extent, especially if you like your defense, because you have the lead, you've been controlling the game. But why put them in a tougher spot? You want to get out there and get something done on offense and maybe take command of this game yourself.
Second and 2. Got his man complete over the middle. It's Shaw. 7 catches for him now, and this last one, a 1st down.
1st and 10 at the 41-yard line.
One quarter remains here in this Thursday night matchup. We'll return with more preseason football on EA Sports. Back now in San Antonio as we're about ready to rock and roll for the 4th and final quarter. They'll run on 1st down. Huff, and he can only manage to get a couple. 2nd and 8 coming up.
Brandon, I've got to think this offensive line has got some smiles on its faces. And I know it sounds crazy, but they practiced for this back in training camp. They knew they'd be in situations where it'd be extra defenders in the box coming after them, trying to keep them from locking down a game. Right now, they want to show the world they're up to the challenge.
The offense on 3rd down tonight, they've been outstanding. 7 1st downs and 8 tries. This is 3rd and 8. And he's going to be brought down here in the backfield. And now that brings up 4th down there, a loss of 6 yards on the sack. So they bring out their punter as he'll punt it away for the 2nd time. That one sails out of bounds. The side judge will walk it off. And he says it went out of bounds at the 9-yard line. Nice punt.
The Vancouver offense out and about set for another series. Their defense was able to force the punt. That's the good news. But this is still a 2-score game, and they need points on this drive and in a relatively quick manner.
And he's going to take this ahead for right around 3 yards, but no more than that. Second down.
And hold on here, because on that last run, it looks like we have a player who was shaken up. Boy, you hate to see this before the regular season even begins. And we'll take a break and come back. More preseason action in a moment.
To throw on second down. Ford. And he goes down. It's a sack. They get him back at his own 3-yard line. He'll wind up losing a full 9 yards here on the sack. Now it's third down.
Remember, throughout my career here in defensive coaches always say, guys, you got to earn the right to rush the passer. Well, they put themselves in a great spot with this big lead, and they know they've got to throw the ball.
These pass rushers have to be salivating. It is pin your ears back time indeed. Now on third and long, they'll look to throw. Quick throw, that's complete on the inside slant. That'll give them 8 that time, and that'll bring up fourth down.
One hallmark of good defenses is understanding the game, understanding positioning, and tackling immediately in the secondary after catches. I think we just saw that on display right there.
Got to him before he ever had a chance to think about turning it upfield. And a 7-yard return following a punt of 45 yards.
Back out comes San Antonio.
Well, there are 2 scores on the plus side. Still time here in this fourth quarter, but maybe you start thinking about playing keep away?
Yeah, I think here's the situation. You're not thinking touchdowns anymore. You're just thinking first downs. To keep up with your theme there, playing keep away, first downs, they can't touch the ball.
Here's second and 10.
At their 48-yard line.
He'll drop to throw. And that is incomplete. A lot of force bearing down on him there. He could not hang on. It's third down.
Third down and 10 yards to go.
Now they'll throw here out of the gun.
Work in the middle of the field, and he's got a man complete.
And he's got this down to the 35. 17 yards there on third down as they pick up a 1st and 10.
But when you're up by 2 scores in the fourth quarter and you're going to throw the football, expect to see a lot of man coverage, because usually what comes along with man coverage is pressure. So if you're a play caller and you want to keep throwing the football, that's fine. Just make sure your offensive line understands they're going to get additional guys running at the quarterback.
And he'll be taken down at the 34.
From the 34-yard line, here's a 2nd down and 9.
Looking to throw. And he can't hang on to it, and the screen never got started.
He did a fine job there of not hitting him before the ball arrived. And sometimes you panic.
Pressure comes, and down he goes. The defense rising to the challenge and setting him back on the sack.
This is a little hard for me to compute because I'm watching sack after sack happen, but somehow they're still behind in the game. I would expect all of this defensive pressure to translate to them taking a lead, and thus far, it hasn't happened. Time's winding down. They don't want to waste this type of performance from these ace pass rushers.
And they'll send out their punter now as he's on to kick it away. And this will hit just beyond the goal line as it's into the end zone for a touchback.
And the Vancouver offense ready for their next drive. See if they can put this drive in the end zone, Charles, because it's been a little bit of a rough go at times. They've had to punt the football a ton in this ball game because of stalled-out drives.
So are you saying that you're kind of tired of seeing the punter run out there and do his thing during this game? Is that what you're trying to say?
Well, I mean, I'm okay with it. I have a feeling that this offense, they don't want to see the punter again.
And frankly, the punter doesn't want to run out there anymore himself. He would love to see his offense put together a drive and give his leg a rest.
Incomplete. An incomplete pass on that last play, and that means they'll need to come up with something here on third down. Looking to throw. Ford. And he can't escape, and down he goes.
My man, it's been a rough night for that offensive line, and it's only getting rougher. 5 sacks now that they've given up in this contest so far. It feels like the witching hour out here, doesn't it?
Okay, stupid question. What's the witching hour?
Yeah, the witching hour. That's when everything goes haywire late at night.
And they're going to get this beyond the 40 before he's taken down. The time to pull out the stops is now, and they convert there on 4th down. Felt compelled to go for it there on 4th down, trailing in the 4th quarter. They got it done.
And there's always a lot of pressure on a 4th down call. Doesn't matter the distance. You still have to get it done, as you noted, and they did.
So signs of life in what's been a dormant offense in this second half. Here's 1st and 10. He's going to air one out. And he bats it away, and it falls down incomplete.
Going for the knockout blow right there. I think if I'm up 2 scores, I'd be worried about an interception, but playing this way is what got him this lead. So you may as well ride it out to the end.
And he'll lose yardage here, back at the 41. 7th play of this drive coming up, but a long way to go on 3rd down. Pass to the sideline and pulled in. And they'll get this to the 30-yard line before crossing over out of bounds. A 1st down and then some. Give them 29 yards. And in a 2-score game, obviously, every play, every 3rd down, like we saw there, magnified. Big pickup.
It was a huge pickup. What they really want, though, is to not even get to 3rd down. They've got to maximize time and conserve as much as possible.
They'll look to throw again. And he's got his man in stride, complete. So give him 5 yards there on the pitch and catch, and it'll be 2nd down. They'll stick with the passing game as he looks to throw. He'll get it inside the 20, and he's going to get it down to the 14-yard line. And now it looks like they're going to be in the hurry-up. Back to throw again. Now he'll dump it underneath to his running back, complete. This will be stopped about 2 yards shy of the marker. 8-yard gain, 2nd and 2. Escaping the pressure right. And he will take this one in for a touchdown. Taking it in from 7 yards away. And the Lumberjacks have made it a 1-score game again here in the 4th. And no, it falls incomplete. So the 2-point conversion, no good. So unable to throw it in for 2 from the 2. Let me ask you, as a former DB, what changes there around the goal line on a 2-point conversion as far as how you're defending it?
You just make sure you never back up and you never retreat. You establish yourself really on the line of scrimmage, put your heels on the goal line at worst, and if they're going to throw the ball, make them throw it over your head because they're going to run out of space because of the back of the end zone. Never let a guy catch one in front of you.
Back out comes San Antonio. After the touchdown we just saw, we have a brand new ball game. And now look at the situation. You got plenty of time on the clock. Defensively, they have 3 timeouts. So do you run the football here or do you throw it?
I think you have that full conversation with your offensive unit. And you tell them, here's the situation. They've got all of their timeouts, so we are not going to play this conservatively. We've got to attack them. We've got to make them use those, gain the ground that we need in order to put this game away. If you think we're just going to run it 3 times and punt it, you've got another thing coming.
Yeah, and by the way, also the 2-minute warning in play, so essentially 4 timeouts left.
They have to be aggressive here.
And now we'll see a timeout used on defense as they stop it right out of the break with 1:57 to go in the ball game. Third down there, but he cannot connect. And sensing the momentum, maybe changing here a little bit, Charles.
Yeah, this defense is going to get off the field quickly, and their offense got them a touchdown last time they had the ball, so they should get another shot.
And the punt team on now as this one's sent away. This is fielded at the 27. It'll be a 47-yard punt with a net of 40 following a 7-yard return. The situation for him offensively as follows. Down 21-16, a minute 44 to go. You can't say the preseason isn't interesting. This has been great as they come up 1st and 10. Pass complete, Thomas. And able to get this one across the 45 before he's brought down. Back to throw. On the throw, led him too much that time. It's incomplete. So he's unable to complete it there, and just not the game that you would expect from him. He's been off the mark really start to finish.
Yeah, it makes you wonder what exactly is going on. Is he a little bit dinged up here, or is he just off just by a bit? Maybe he can get it back in this situation. He'll need to.
Now a deep ball there on second down, but it'll wind up incomplete.
A lot on the line here, even for just a preseason game. Jobs to be won and lost. It's third down.
Now yet another incompletion here as they fail to connect on third.
With that incompletion, reality is staring them right in the face. This entire game is down to the next snap.
As expected, they're going for it to keep the drive alive. And it's incomplete. They cannot convert, and they turn it over. They had to go for it with such little time remaining, and the ball will go over on downs on the short side of the field. So now let's reset here, Charles. They do have 2 timeouts left, so they can stop the clock twice. This one's not quite over yet.
No, and what you're doing on defense, you're going to use both timeouts, obviously. But you've got to call defenses are going to force the issue early, meaning you want that play over fast. You don't want to give them time to dance around in the backfield or run a wide sweep that'll take off time. Blitz them, put pressure on them, make sure that play ends quickly so that you can go ahead and keep moving.
And he is going to have a first down here, and that should be the one that seals a victory.
And they will take a knee here. Victory very much in sight now as they'll take a knee. Well, partner, it's just preseason, but it always feels good to be in victory formation, taking the knee for the W.
Yeah, I've often thought to myself when I watch these preseason games, some teams need the wins more than others. You know, if you're established and you're used to winning, not quite the same. But if you're trying to learn how to win, it's important to get it done. And to be able to kneel down at the end, even better.
So plenty of smiles for the folks here as they head for the exits. It's a victory for their hometown guys, and it was a bit of a strange game. They were held scoreless through the entire second half, but their first half output, that's enough to carry them to victory.
And that's an odd game to watch, isn't it? Because when we saw the output in the first half, you think to yourself, okay, they've got something working here. They know what they're doing. They'll continue that along. But instead, it's goose eggs in the second half. Fortunately, enough of a cushion and enough defense to carry them home.